Hello my darlings, hope you're all doing well. Blash Lily here. Welcome to this reading where we're going to be taking a look at the love story between you and your future spouse. Without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at today's options. See which one you're mostly drawn to, don't overthink it, and let's go ahead and get started. My amazing option number 1. And welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfy. Let's jump straight into it. So whatever the story is going to tell us, think about yourself, say your name out loud or in your head, helps you better connect to the energies of the reading. Okay. So this is quite interesting because I'm seeing that first and foremost, you, my lovely option number 1, I want to say congratulations. Your story is actually going to be beginning within the next couple of weeks. So I am going to say, for some of you, you already know your future spouse, but for the majority of you, if you have nobody on the radar, nobody on the horizon, guys, it's literally happening within the next few weeks. The cards are suggesting that you might find yourself in a place where there are a lot of people and there are a lot of mirrors. So, for some of you, it's literally the energy of a shopping center. It's the energy of the gym, and it's the energy of like a beauty salon of some sort, but a place where there's lots of people and there's loads of mirrors, and for some reason there's a lot of glass. However, the actual place where you might find yourselves, it might have a lot of history, like, historical buildings. They're showing me a lot of maybe buildings that are made out of brick, made like, they have those, like the town square. They're kind of giving me this combination of something very modern and something very, very old, ancient almost. So it's like this interesting combination. Okay. They keep on saying that something that was unlikely before is very, very likely. Now, I'm going to tell you this, guys. If you're watching this video and when I gave you that description and when I said you might know your future spouse already and your mind went straight away, jumped to a particular person, this is your future spouse. Now, let's talk about your future spouse a little bit more. Somebody who is incredibly disciplined. So this person might have something to do with sports, might have something to do with nutrition, might have something to do with a job that requires a lot of discipline. They might have connections to the military or have been in the military for for at some point in their life. But your person, they could also be a personal trainer. They could also be somebody who teaches mixed martial arts or somebody who is a coach of some sort. Yeah, but there's definitely this indication of somebody being a master. Okay. Like a lot of people look up to this person. Could be a yoga instructor. Okay. For some of you, they keep on saying you know this person. The name might begin with a C, with a D, M, and J. Yeah, they're saying, for those of you who think you know this person right now, things are like very confused right now. Things are very much up in the air. Things are kind of all over the place. Yeah, and a lot of people are influencing your relationship, your connection. For you, option number 1, even if you don't know your future spouse yet, I'm going to say that your love story is definitely going to include a lot of confusion. Let me see why. Because it kind of feels like a lot of people, for whatever reason, they're going to want to interfere. They're going to want to interrupt this connection. They'll feel like they need to influence it. The Tower, the Moon. The 3 of Cups. Okay. So I'm going to say this. For some of you, this person might be different religion, different ethnicity. Some people might frown upon this connection. You might also have friends that disapprove, or family members that disapprove, and the same from your future spouse's partner as well. There's this indication where, people have a lot of misconceptions, and for some reason, I know it's 2024, almost 2025, but people can be very prejudiced against somebody. So there's definitely this energy of prejudice and kind of not knowing what the person's true intentions and feelings are, and creating stories. So I always want to say, it kind of reminds me of Romeo and Juliet a little bit, where, you're from two different places, but hey, it's not going to stop you. It's not going to stop you. The King of Cups, the Lovers, the Fool. Yeah. For some of you, like I said, if you already know this person, I'm not seeing it so much as somebody who's an ex, rather maybe somebody who's a friend or somebody who's an acquaintance. Yeah. And what I'm definitely seeing between the two of you is a heart-to-heart connection. So it's going to be an emotional connection. When it comes to your love story with your future spouse, you guys, I'm getting a lot of Gemini energy over here. And it's very much about communication, and it's very much about duality. This person might have a brother or a sister that looks very much like them. For some of you, it's going to be a twin. But like they keep on saying again, a couple of weeks. So literally you're meeting them very, very soon. If you already know this person and you're like, sounds similar, the next couple of weeks are going to be the time where you might transition. Like they keep on showing me this transition from maybe friendship or become like being acquaintances into something more. But people will try to interfere, and people will try to bring in their, like, when somebody wants to feel important and valued, and they're like, okay, well, I know best, especially parents and relatives, they tend to do that. And it doesn't matter that you're in your late 20s or late 30s or late 40s, they think that they know what's best, and they will try to bring in their experience to supposedly try and help you, but people are going to meddle. And one of the other reasons why I keep on hearing that is because it kind of feels like you have in your future a power couple dynamic. And a lot of people are going to be intimidated by your connection with your future spouse. The Ace of Wands, the Ten of Wands, yeah. So it's this indication where things are going to be a little bit difficult for you, my darlings, when it comes to you and your future spouse. But your love and affection and desire for one another is going to help you overcome all of those things. Now, honestly, guys, it's going to get very hard sometimes. Very hard. But again, it gives you a very strong foundation. A very strong foundation. Now, you might have somebody coming in around about the same time. Somebody with a Leo energy. And you, my dears, you're going to be kind of torn between the two people. And this other person might try to influence you as well. See, Leo energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And that person will want to kind of win you over. So there will be in like sort of indirect competition with your significant other. And funny enough, your family will like the other person more because they understand, they know him or her, you know what I mean? Like it's predictable. But you are not meant to be with that other person who comes through. You're meant to be with your future spouse. And your future spouse might be very different. And it's going to trigger a lot of people. But you have a power couple relationship dynamic for sure. You see that person, when your future spouse comes in, when the two of you unite, you will kind of make them question their career, their abilities, and they will do the same. But in a good way, where it's like, are you truly happy there? And you will make necessary life changes. You will get out of that devil energy together. And that will piss a lot of people off, honestly. Because you might want to kind of cut cords with frenemies. You will want to change your career, change maybe where you live, because you're finally going to get the support. And that is going to trigger a lot of people. And through kind of helping each other, you guys, a couple of years, you're literally very, very successful with a lot of jealous people. I'm going to tell you that straight away. A lot of jealous people, a lot of gossip. But I love the fact that you are not giving one single flying monkey about it. You're like, we're doing us. We're doing whatever it is that we're doing. And you build something very valuable and something very good together. When it comes to your relationship dynamic, let me see. Connection. You just connect. You connect on another level. It's not the superficial connection. It's something deeper. It's going to feel as if your souls are talking to one another. And I feel that right now, maybe when you're watching pick a card readings, or when you're meditating, or when you're sleeping, you feel like you already have established this connection. And that's why I keep on saying, guys, that for a lot of you, it's so close. It's literally a couple of weeks. And as the meeting is going to come closer and closer and closer, you're going to feel that connection intensify. And it's going to be absolutely amazing. I do see that maybe for some of you, this will involve relocation. Your connection is going to be incredibly passionate. There's a lot of sex drive for the two of you. There's a lot of desire. There's a lot of flirty energy that's waiting to be released. So when it comes to the bedroom, guys, very good compatibility. And it's very important in a relationship. But I'm seeing, like, honestly, that you just turn each other on. And when I'm talking about that passion, it's not just the bedroom stuff. It's also the lust for life. It's also the passion to do something together, to explore. And even if right now you might be somebody who's like, I don't even want to leave my house. Bless you, what are you talking about? What exploration? You see, with the right person and in the right state of mind, it gives you that lust for exploration. It gives you that lust for living the life and exploring, experiencing different things. So that's why I'm saying, that if you have like friends that are just there to kind of chill out and they don't like doing certain things, you might not have a lot in common with them afterwards. Like, the real ones are going to stay regardless. But the ones that were just there because it was comfortable for them, they're going to fall off fall off the grid. But I am seeing, that the two of you are going somewhere where it's hot. Again, look at this. Again, I mixed the cards and they keep showing me passion again. So it's going to be hot, and it's going to do wonders for your self-esteem as well. Yeah, so if somebody was unhappy with, with the way that you looked, with your body type or shape or size or height or width or whatever, like, you're finding the person who's happy with what you have to offer. So you're not constantly thinking, well, I have to change and so on and so forth. And you're also letting the person that you're going to be with be themselves. And you're going to absolutely love and respect each other for that. Yeah. And again, divine timing, trust in divine timing, love. Love arrives when it's meant to. But guys, I gave you the information about the timing. It's coming in very, very soon. All right, my dears, option number 1, that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading and that resonated. If you want to know more about your future spouse, I have a whole playlist. I'm going to link it so you guys can check it out and get more info on how you're going to meet, when you're going to meet, what this relationship is going to be like, so on and so forth. If you guys want a personal reading, send me an email. The email's in the description box below. All right, my dears, take care of your beautiful, beautiful selves. Bye now. My lovely option number 2. Hi and welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfy as I'm shuffling the cards and getting ready to tell you your love story with your future spouse. Okay, my lovely option number 2. Straight away, they're telling me that you are somebody who's very jealous. You can be very possessive sometimes, because I wanted to stress that your spouse, your story, you are somebody, you know what, you could be one of those people that when a package comes for you, you get very upset if somebody else opens it. You want to open your packages. You want to have like your stuff. You are, I bet you're somebody who puts maybe labels with your name on things. And I'm absolutely loving this energy and I can absolutely relate. But honestly, guys, I feel that you can be very jealous sometimes and you like your stuff. You kind of set very strong boundaries, that this is mine, this is this is mine, but a little bit later. You know what I mean? All right, let's go ahead and take a look. Your love story. Chocolate. So, all right, my darlings. So for some of you, what I'm seeing, we're talking about darker complexion. We are talking about sweetness. We are talking about soft skin. We are talking about maybe loving to cook, loving to eat nice food. Like there's just this energy of sweetness, the chocolate. You guys, you can be very, very romantic. Somebody, who can, for the right person, you're ready to go that extra mile. And you know what? You're going to meet somebody, your future spouse is going to match that energy. Match that energy beautifully. Yeah, and it's very interesting because I'm keep getting, white chocolate, dark chocolate, milk chocolate. So we could be talking about interracial couples over here as well, guys. Yeah, or interracial, international couples over here. But I'm getting a lot of sweetness with, excuse the pun, hard nuts. You know what I mean? So you can be somebody who's very, very sweet, but when push comes to shove, you are forced to be reckoned with, So you're this beautiful combination of, come, I'll give you a hug, and sometimes don't come near me. I'm going to. You're getting somebody with very similar energy. Very similar energy. Yeah, somebody who's very sweet, but at the same time, you don't want to mess with that person. Like they're going to be very protective, guys. You are going to be very protective of your person as well. So there's this energy of kind of having a beautiful combination. You're going to have beautiful kids. If you choose to have kids, your kids are going to be, remember what was her name? Ana Gerdes, I think. Like a little back. She used to have those pictures of those amazing sweet babies and they were, I don't know, dressed as sunflower or whatever. Anyways, your babies are going to be freaking amazing, like so sweet, so beautiful. They might even be like little models for something, but wow. Okay. You are also somebody, guys, who pays a lot of attention to detail. Yeah, you could be a little bit of a spy, when you've been maybe spying on your exes, checking things out. But you are somebody, even if you didn't spy on your ex, you can be somebody literally who pays attention. You remember the littlest things. And it's very difficult to how do I put it? To lead you astray. Like your mind works in beautiful ways, sometimes in scary ways, but you are somebody who like, but you said this and this on Friday the 13th at 18:35. Yeah, so you are like a narcissist's worst nightmare because they haven't got a chance with you. And not that you will have to deal with a narcissist. Maybe you did in the past and now you know all their tricks. But yeah. Anyways, your love story. Okay, so for some of you guys, you might be divorced. Some of you might already have children. Some of you might be experiencing this empty nest syndrome. For some of you, you might have relocated to a different country, and now you're like, why the hell did I do that? Okay. Wanted a new life. Maybe it didn't work out. Now, let's talk about your love story with your future spouse. It's going to be something that is very rare. Like the person that you're going to be with, that combination that I was talking about is very, very rare. The person, my darlings, for a lot of you, is going to be either an influencer, either some sort of star, either some sort of performer, actor, actress, singer, a TV broadcaster, a person who might have their own YouTube channel, a person who might be exposed to a lot of views. This is what they're saying, a large following, recognition. Maybe not when you meet, maybe they might just be like on the rise, but they're saying it's a wish come true. Like your story with your future spouse, your love story with your future spouse is as a wish it's going to remind you of, I want to say, a very elaborate Hollywood scenario or a favorite book. Yeah. If you're reading some sort of novel, maybe like a little bit of a dirty novel, it will have all of those elements. Well, not maybe all of them, but lots of them. And you'll be like, damn, I could write my own book about that. But you could be dating an author as well. I see that you guys are very disinterested in a lot of people, in what the dating world has to offer. And that's why they're saying, like, it's a good thing because you are still, you might have had to kiss a lot of frogs before you meet your prince or your princess, but it's definitely happening over here. Definitely happening. Okay, tell me when. Tell me when, how it's happening. What is your love story? Adventure. Okay, so you guys are meeting your future spouse as if by chance. Of course, this is a very carefully and beautifully coordinated plan by the universe. Yeah, executed by the universe. But I'm seeing a journey, guys. I'm seeing a journey. I'm seeing unexpected. Now, I'm honestly going to say this, guys. If you're somebody who likes hiking or you're planning to go somewhere where there's like hills or mountains, this is where you're meeting your future spouse in such a random place. For some of you, I'm seeing, it's a place that like in the mountains, there's some sort of cathedral or a resort or something like this. But they keep on showing me like a point of elevation, especially with this card. You're dressed nicely, you're not expecting it. And you meet. And they're saying like the rest is history. But it's meeting on an adventure. So if somebody, guys, invites you to go hiking, and you're like, what, hiking? I don't hike. I don't even want to begin to think about hiking. Maybe in the near future, it's worth giving it a try. But it feels like, random place. And again, we have the star, guys. Either you or your future spouse is a star. Say what you want, it's a star. Could be from Asia, could be from one of the other countries, but it's a star. Your hope and optimism are powerful love magnet for you right now. Honestly, guys, you're meant to be with somebody very special because you yourselves are very, very special. But you're meeting them, they're saying, away from home. Away from home. Show me more. Again, they keep on showing me mountains, they keep on showing me lakes, they keep on showing me old churches or cathedrals. Okay. Gifts. Okay. Unlocking your gifts. They're saying you might go to unlock your gifts. Option number 2. Are you a witch? Are you a wizard? Are you somebody with very special abilities? Because they're telling me you're going to unlock your gifts. And also within your relationship, there's going to be a lot of gift giving. Yeah. So gift giving is one of the love languages. And it might be the love language of your future spouse. Now, my darlings, and let's talk about voids and twin flames. This is what's happening over here. Because I want to see when you're going to meet your future spouse. There's something very heavy. It's like they brought the energy way down. They're saying that there's something that you're missing, that you think you're going to find in your future spouse. There's a special message for you over here, guys, that you already have it within you. It's going to be unlocked by your future spouse, but you need to claim it as your own. A retreat, guys, honestly, I think you made a wish upon a star. I swear, they keep on giving me the star, the wish, the magic energy, the serendipitous energy. You made a wish upon a star. And that wish is going to come true. This is like your prediction. Because somebody you wished for is coming into your life and they kept on wishing for you. And this is why your connection is going to be so strong, because you know, like you already had your experiences, like I said, kissing frogs and things like this. You know how rare it is to find somebody who's genuine, who's loving, who is mature, but yet fun and open to new experiences. And they keep on saying you meet in a hideaway place, maybe a place of power. Let me take a look when. I keep on saying like you create beautiful music together. I don't know. For some of you guys, you're going to create beautiful music together. All right, let me see when. When is this beautiful love story going to begin? Within the next 10 months, guys. This is a timeless reading. They're saying that you're going to make a decision to go somewhere. And they're saying you will know that this is your journey to that 10 of Cups energy. To that love life, to that family life energy. The High Priestess, unlocking your gift. I'm going to say this, guys, for some of you, and I almost want to say it really quietly because it's as if I'm speaking to your heart right now. You've been told, either by your spiritual team or during a meditation, like you've been given signs, you've been given like a particular place, a particular time, but you might not remember it. It might be in your subconscious mind. The thing is, you know more than your conscious mind remembers. You might see a lot of dreams, a lot of illuminations are coming through, but it's almost like they keep on getting erased. Do you see what I'm saying? And they're saying you're going to channel your High Priestess over here, and you're going to go to a particular place that might seem completely random, but it's going to be your place of power. And not only is it going to be your place of power, it's going to be the place where you meet your future spouse. And if you guys are afraid of flying, they're saying don't be. Because it might be, okay, well, I know that sounded silly, like, I'm afraid of flying, well, don't be. No, it's like, you might pass on that opportunity because it involves maybe a long flight, or, it might involve this difficult journey, like having to change somewhere and then having to quickly run towards the next gate. And they're saying it's going to be worth the effort. So here, listen to your heart and listen to your soul, because it leads you somewhere sacred. So that's what I have for you, my lovely option number 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading and I hope it resonated. If you're up for a personal one, all you have to do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this reading. Yeah, do check my Patreon page out and take good care of your amazing selves now. Bye. My lovely option number 3. And welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfy. As I'm shuffling the cards, say your name out loud in your head. Helps you better connect to the energies of the reading. Alright, let's discover the story, the love story between you and your future spouse. Okay, first and foremost, option number 3, I need to tell you something. Yes, you are going to be very wealthy, and yes, you're going to marry a very rich person. Yes, okay. It kind of feels like this is important for you guys. This is important for you because you yourself, you want to create a legacy, and the other person will want to create a legacy. Yes, this is going to be a union that will result in a lot of abundance. So you guys are marrying somebody very, very wealthy. Very wealthy. Like this person might have like houses, castles, yachts, things like this. Yeah, or you could already be very well off, but they're showing me like plenty of abundance, multiplying abundance over here. You had to shield your emotions from a lot of people. You're somebody who's very sensitive. You might have been, unfortunately, in a relationship with somebody with a lot of narcissistic energies. But you yourselves, you guys are very empathetic. You guys, I want to say, in a past life, if you do believe in reincarnation, you were somebody who was very, very witchy. You guys, you did rituals. You saw things a lot of people did not see. You might have those traits to you right now. You can read the room, you can read the people, but you've been taken advantage of way too many times. You've created a persona that might feel a little harsh to some people because you just don't take any shit from anybody anymore. You're like, whatever. No, you kind of reserve the energy for somebody special, and right now you might not have a lot of people who are special in your life. For some of you, you might be just watching this video for the sake of it because you're like, you know what, I've sworn off relationships. I've sworn off opening up my heart to somebody because literally like the amount of betrayal, the amount of toxic situations, toxic relationships you had to deal with, you're like, it's almost like you didn't want to watch this video, but you decided to just to see. But you're very, very careful, very discerning, and it's almost like, when you want to be, you can be very toxic. You know that about you. You don't do this to other people, but it's kind of like you learned from the best. Interesting. But they're saying it's time. It's time for a narrative change over here. It's time for a shift. It's time to go back into that playful energy. Some of you guys could be Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces energies coming through very strongly. You might already have a kid or two. And you have a very strong shadow side. Like shadow aspects of you they're very strong. But it's kind of like you made peace with them. Okay. You keep on telling me that, yeah, you had to do a lot of repair work after somebody who was literally mind fucking you for a very long time. Yeah, excuse my French, but there's no other way to put it. And that Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy is coming strong, especially that Libra. You guys could be Libra as well. But it kind of feels like, somebody who was coming in with the intention to so-called heal you, was actually coming into your life with the intention to destroy you. And they almost succeeded, almost, but didn't. You rose up like the phoenix. You might have had to move away from that person, like literally go on an airplane. You yourself, you might be connected somehow to flying a lot. And they keep on saying you might even have your own airplane at one point or another in your life, or you might have the ability to like fly private. For some of you, you were in a gold cage, where the other person might have been more financially stable and supporting you, and you couldn't say much because of that. Okay. Yeah, and it kind of seemed like you needed the resources. You needed the resources at that point. Okay, fair enough. So what's the love story with your future spouse? Let me see. Where's that deck? Where is that? Oh, there it is. There's a very strong influence. It's funny how I picked up two decks and mixed up. There's a very strong influence, guys, that the relationship your parents had is still having on you. Like you're heavily influenced by the relationship dynamic your parents had. Your spiritual team is coming through and saying that the love story can be completely different. Nature, gardening, a picturesque sight. You're meeting your future spouse through a business deal of some sort. Yeah? They're telling me that you're going to fly somewhere to go somewhere where the night becomes day. This means that there is a big time difference. So it's a long haul flight where the night becomes day and you're like jet lagged over here. Like literally you're like, just let me sleep. I'm so jet lagged. You're meeting your future spouse. This is a very specific one. You guys are this is interesting. You might be like right now in the very business mind, very abundance kind of way of thinking, very focused on money, goals, achievements. So they're telling me that you are going to meet your future spouse through some sort of business deal. So this could be in a hotel lobby. This could be at a restaurant where you're discussing business. Either way, this is where you, with your manager or with your subordinates, you're having a conversation. You could be in abroad in some sort of a business center, maybe not too far away from the hotel. And they're showing me negotiation. And you, my darlings, this is very interesting because they're saying that you go from, when you're very business minded and you're very focused and you're like, okay, so we're here to discuss this and this and this and this. And then you see your future spouse and you're like, damn. You, without being able to control yourself, you become a little bit flirtatious. You become a little bit more feisty, so to speak, okay? And you're like, what the hell, damn it, pull yourself together. You won't be able to. Your future spouse is going to feel the same thing. The way that the tone of the voice is going to change, the glances, the tone, like I said, the tone of the voice, it's almost going to be like it's a play sort of thing, and you'll be like, this is so odd, this is not me. But it's kind of like this excitement, and others are going to notice it, but they'll just go with it. But honestly, guys, if you're going to go somewhere to get the deal, you're going to get the deal, and that communication is going to keep on going. So it's kind of like turning from a professional to let's discuss this over dinner sometime sort of thing. And, let's see how else this could benefit. our mutual purpose, so to speak. And oh my God, the amount of passion that I'm seeing over here between you and your future spouse, this is something else. This is something else. You might also be presenting something to your future spouse or vice versa. Presenting some sort of findings that could also have something to do with food and beverage, hotel business, exhibitions, maybe things that have to do with 3D printing, 3D technologies, design. Anyways, the cards are like, don't worry about that. Let's talk about let's talk about the love story. So I think you guys might have already gathered this is going to begin as a long distance relationship. So it's going to be a surprise. It's going to be a surprise because the person might not necessarily be somebody you usually go for. It's not going to be based so much on looks, although you will find them attractive. It's going to be more based on that energy that you can't explain. Like you won't be able to rationally explain the things that you're feeling towards your future spouse. You'll be like, what the hell? And, the hell it is going to be true love. It is going to be true love. Honestly, guys, this is where a deep and enduring connection going beyond superficial attraction happens. However, you and your emotional baggage, you will have to part ways. In order for this to work, the cards are basically saying, you have to quit that Black Widow energy and create a different narrative in your head. Because you are going to be the one who's going to fight this relationship, this connection. You're going to try and sabotage it because of the amount of pain you had to deal with. And they're saying that your future spouse is going to be patient. However, anybody who's constantly being pushed away, eventually can, disappear. So this is like a little bit of a warning over here where they're saying, guys, work on it. Because trying to fight true love and then regretting for the rest of your life that you didn't take a chance, it's additional emotional baggage. Why the hell do you need it? So they're saying that you will have to part ways. But this is going to be a long distance relationship at first. And then under the pretense of working on things together, you're also going to be able to relax together, if you see what I'm saying, right? Because the connection over here, the passion, the desire is going to be overwhelming. And like I said, you won't be able to explain this to yourself rationally. You will have to just kind of trust your heart, trust your gut feeling on that one. And funny enough, again, the ex might come through as if by magic, as if he's going to or she's going to feel that you're moving on. They might come through over here. And this is going to be your opportunity to kind of say goodbye. They might remind you of all of the imperfections they saw in you. But this is what you have to remember, guys, that first and foremost, nobody's perfect. And second of all, this person was projecting because they themselves are very, very insecure. Now, when it comes to your future spouse and your love story, let me see what else I can get. It's not going to stay a long-distance relationship for a very long time. I'm going to tell you this. And he or she is going to open up to you emotionally the way that they never opened up to anybody else before. This is very interesting. With the energy of judgment over here, they're telling me that it's going to accelerate quite fast. 6 months, I would say, that would be the long distance relationship part. The energy of judgment is coming through. I would definitely say, you guys are going to be dating for about a year until you move in together, until the proposal is there. If, again, they're saying this is important, if you allow yourself to come out of that energy where you want to sabotage this relationship. Otherwise, it's just going to make it more difficult. And they're saying don't miss out on it, don't miss out on it. This could be happening within the next 6 to 5 months. 6, 5, 7. Yeah, 5 to 7 months. This is what's coming through. There's a particular message that your future spouse has for you guys. This did not happen for options number 1 and 2. Don't tell them. But there's a specific message that your future spouse wants you to know. Work on the forgiveness of your family. There's something about needing to forgive your family, needing to forgive the past, and making space. Your future spouse is saying, make space for me, please. Make space for the love that I have to bring, make space for the affection, make space for the compassion, for the support, make space for me. Allow my existence to become real, regardless of how scary it seems. By the way, your future spouse might have a tattoo, or you guys might have a tattoo. Okay. My lovely option number 3. I know you're very strong-willed. I know you're very strong people. But it's time for you to not feel like you have to be strong all the time. Okay. This is where I'm going to end your reading, my darlings. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it resonated. If you're up for a personal read, all you have to do is send me an email. The email is in the description box below the reading. In that same place, you'll find the link to my Patreon page with over 108 exclusive videos, additional discounts on personal readings, and much, much more. Alright guys, make sure to take good care of your amazing selves now.